Find more questions and study at your own pace on our website. The link will be in the description. Let's get started. Question 1. You have just created a new project which will be used to deploy a globally distributed application. You will use Cloud Spanner for data storage. You want to create a Cloud Spanner instance. You want to perform the first step in preparation of creating the instance. What should you do? Option A. Enable the Cloud Spanner API. Option B. Configure your Cloud Spanner instance to be multi-regional. Option C. Create a new VPC network with subnetworks in all desired regions. Option D. Grant yourself the IAM role of Cloud Spanner admin. Before you can create a Cloud Spanner instance, the Cloud Spanner API must be enabled for your project. This is the necessary first step to ensure that the service is available for use. Once the API is enabled, you can proceed with other steps, such as configuring the instance to be multi-regional or granting necessary IAM roles. Enabling the API is the foundational requirement to interact with Cloud Spanner. Question 2. You have created a new project in Google Cloud through the G-Cloud command line interface and linked a billing account. You need to create a new compute engine instance using the CLI. You need to perform the prerequisite steps. What should you do? Option A. Create a cloud monitoring workspace. Option B. Create a VPC network in the project. Option C. Enable the Compute Google-APIs.com API. Option D. Grant yourself the IAM role of computer admin. Before you can create a compute engine instance using the CLI, you need to ensure that the required service APIs are enabled. In this case, you need to enable the Compute.GoogleAPIs.com API because it provides the necessary services for managing compute engine resources. Without enabling this API, you won't be able to create or manage compute engine instances. Question 3. You deployed an LDAP server on Compute Engine that is reachable via TLS through port 636 using UDP. You want to make sure it is reachable by clients over that port. What should you do? Option A. Add the network tag allow UDP 636 to the VM instance running the LDAP server. Option B. Create a route called allow UDP 636 and set the next hop to be the VM instance running the LDAP server. Option C. Add a network tag of your choice to the instance. Create a firewall rule to allow ingress on UDP port 636 for that network tag. Option D. Add a network tag of your choice to the instance running the LDAP server. Create a firewall rule to allow egress on UDP port 636 for that network tag. To ensure that an LDAP server on Compute Engine is reachable via TLS through port 636 using UDP, you need to permit traffic to reach the server on this specific port. This can be accomplished by adding a network tag to the VM instance running the LDP server and then creating a firewall rule to allow inbound traffic on UDP port 636 for any instances with that network tag. Question 4. You need to update a deployment in Deployment Manager without any resource downtime in the deployment. Which command should you use? Option A. G-Cloud Deployment Manager deployments create --config. Option B. G-Cloud Deployment Manager deployments update --config. Option C. G-Cloud Deployment Manager resources create --config. Option D. G-Cloud Deployment Manager resources update --config. To update an existing deployment in Deployment Manager without causing any resource downtime, you should use the command G-Cloud Deployment Manager deployments update config space. This command updates the deployment using the provided configuration file and applies the necessary changes while ensuring the existing resources remain operational during the update process. Question 5. You have a developer laptop with the Cloud SDK installed on Ubuntu. The Cloud SDK was installed from the Google Cloud Ubuntu package repository. You want to test your application locally on your laptop with Cloud Data Store. What should you do? Option A. Export Cloud Data Store data using G-Cloud Data Store Export. Option B. Create a Cloud Data Store index using G-Cloud Data Store Indexes Create. Option C. Install the Google Cloud SDK Data Store Emulator component using the apt-get install command. Option D. Install the Cloud Data Store Emulator component using the G-Cloud Components install command. Since the Cloud SDK was installed from the Google Cloud Ubuntu package repository, the G-Cloud Components install command cannot be used to add new components because the Cloud SDK Component Manager is disabled. Instead, using the apt get install command with the Google Cloud SDK Data Store Emulator component is the appropriate method to install the Cloud Data Store Emulator on Ubuntu. This ensures compatibility with the installation method used. That's all for today's video. Don't forget to check out our website where you can find more questions for this exam. The link will be in the description. Thank you for watching and good luck on your exams.